Hello, welcome to another video. This one concerns the first Anschluss Publishing Limited Wargames weekend. Me and Alex were very lucky to get an invite to go down to the event, which was last weekend. The event's obviously organised by Anschluss Publishing. So to start off with, a very big thank you to Peter Heath and his team there, particularly Bunny, who was our sort of umpire on the game we played. Absolutely superbly organised. It was really good. So the event was at sort of a veterans hub, which is actually at the old RAF West Raynham Airbase, which is in Norfolk, not far from Fakenham. So me and Alex had a little bit of a long journey down from Northumberland. We drove down on the Friday morning, stopped at Doncaster for a brekkie, didn't we, at Tesco, and we got there in the afternoon. We got the airbase. Peter had mentioned that the facility would be open on the Friday night if anyone had come down then. So we went round about 5 or 6 o'clock, something like that. There's a purpose-built sort of veterans hub there, which is actually the old commanding officer's office building at the airbase. Great facility. They've got a sort of a permanent upstairs room where they've got some war game tables laid out. 3 games on. When you go through the gate as well, there's a Hawker Hunter gate guardian on the airbase, but it's just a brilliant facility. It's nice to see as well, to see like an old airbase that's obviously been disused, but put to good use. So it's actively being used as a veterans hub. And the team down there support veterans with breakfast, things like that, open days. So it's really good. So the weekend was Saturday. The games were being played on the Saturday and the Sunday. 3 games going on. Panzerlehr attacks at Sanlo, which has been round the shows, was at Salute and been around all the major wargame shows. Me and Alex played the Allied attack on Biscari airfield in Sicily, which was in 1943, which involved Allied forces attacking an airbase, or attempting to seize an airbase during the conflict. All of the figures and all of the vehicles were the range that are produced by Anschluss. We'll do in the videos, I'll give a couple of examples of the vehicles that they've done. They're 3D printed in resin, 12mm scale, so 144th, absolutely superb. The detail on them is unbelievable, but we'll show you a couple in the when the video starts. So to cover the game, basically, I'll briefly talk over when we show the video. It was basically an American armoured infantry attack on Biscari airfield. Italians defending. They were unaware, I believe, that there was also some troops from the Hermann Göring division there, some German troops from the Hermann Göring division. Patton organised the attack. Very little support for the Americans. I think they thought it was going to be a bit of a pushover, and it turned out not to be, basically. But we'll talk about that on the videos, the little excerpts we've got on the game. The main thing that I would like to say is that if anyone gets the opportunity, me feeling, and certainly I think Peter's looking at it, is to do it maybe as perhaps an annual thing, maybe a bit earlier in the year. Absolutely, definitely worth trying to get your name down. It was brilliantly organised, food provided, drinks, absolutely superb. We stayed at a pub called the Old Windmill Inn, which is at Great Cressenham, about half an hour away from the event. I'll probably don't need to put a link in there, but this place is excellent, very reasonable. The food was phenomenal. Food was massive. If you wanted like big portions. Big portions. Good food. Really nice place, and you can book with them direct. So that's probably about it, really. We'll let you have a look at some of the stuff. The main thing I want to get over is that this site does a load of good work for veterans. It's all supported by subscriptions and people giving donations. Absolutely brilliant venue. Hopefully it'll be a regular thing. The games were superbly organised using the War on the Ground rules which Anschluss produce. They're available from them. We'll obviously put links to Anschluss in the description. Really great set of rules. Very straightforward. One infantry base represents a section, one vehicle is a vehicle, so that you're looking at sort of company battalion level. They also do a superb range of scenario books, really well worth a look at. They're obviously on the website as well. So without further ado, we'll jump down to the videos, have a little bit of talk over, and then we'll come back at the end. Right, West Raynham Airbase, Gate Guardian there, Hawker Hunter. This is the building that we used for the setup. We're going into some photos now.
Bear in mind, fellas, on that game you're starting with turn 5, so you will suffer a bit of attrition. Yeah. So what you've got there is all you've got. Yeah. Okay, fellas?
So our game, I had the Hermann Göring units. Alex had some of the American units. Game played really well. Ended up being, I would suggest, I think everyone agreed, on a marginal Allied victory. They didn't achieve the full sort of things that they had to, and it sort of mirrored quite accurately what happened in real life, and I think that's always a good sign for any war game system. So I'll let you have a look at the photos now. After the ones on our game, there'll be some other photos on the other two games that were involved. Right, so these are the Anschluss rules we were using. War on the Ground, World War II war game rules. Basically, it'll cover up to battalion level. Designed, obviously, as the cover says, for 10, 12, 1, 144 scale figures. The way it works is a model vehicle on the table represents a model vehicle in real life. A stand of infantry represents a section. So that's what you're dealing with. Rules really nicely produced. The first part of it are basically the system, which me and Alex, I'd read the rules before, never played them until we went to the event. Quite instinctive, worked really well. There's basically reaction fires covered. I think that's quite important to a lot of people, rather than although it is I go you go. That system, there's a system for that covered. Covers everything, all the basic things. I think it's not much more than about 20 or 30 pages. Actually, I'm quickly flicking through it. At the back of the rules, you can see there's some vehicle data sheets. What they do in this rules, this is basically initially covering June to September 44. So it's effectively the invasion from the invasion up to sort of the breakout. There are a lot of other scenario books which obviously cover the relevant vehicles. So you can see that all the various stats are in there. Then covers a little bit on organisation, and then game specific scenarios, starting off with quite a small scenario. There's maps, goes all the way up, basically all the way up. Really impressed. It's a nice little system, not too complicated either. That's basically the full game on the included game sheet, and it's as complicated as that. Obviously available through Anschluss. If you're looking at World War II wargaming that scale, highly recommended. Really nicely done. Right, so what I thought I'd do now is show you some of the vehicles and a couple of the figures. Sherman Mark V. Well, you can see the size of it from my thumbs. Really nicely done. Again, it's this 3D printing thing in resin, absolutely faultless. This is how it came. So this is how it arrived to me. So there's basically no cleaning up at all. Again, it's I still can't quite get my head around the 3D printing lot. It absolutely lovely little model. And they do quite a large range now. Obviously, as I've mentioned, the link will be in the description, the video description. So Sherman Mark V. Thought I've got a 250 with the short 75 on. Just absolutely beautifully cast. Really, and as I've said, this is how I received it. I mean, the only possible thing I would be doing is maybe just very delicately drilling the barrel out. Other than that, good to go. Figures. I think on the website it says sort of 28mm scale quality in 12mm, and I was a bit alright, okay. So this is a British NCO. It is. I mean, this guy, he's got the Sten magazine slung across his chest. The Sten magazine pouches that the British did. The Weapon collection, I think it held 8 magazines, 6 or 8 magazines. You can see the Sten. You can see exactly what it is. Weapon, beautifully done. I don't know if you can see, he's actually got a tin mug hanging on one of the on the small pack on the back. Absolutely phenomenal. So the infantry pack, which you get, I'll quickly show you. So you get a full company, correctly organised company bag there, all like that, already sort of effectively ready, cleaned up. Whether you want to do little bits, I suppose you could. So that's obviously an NCO. And before we go, there's a prone Bren gunner here. Tripod, tripod. Bipod, obviously clear, not done in. You can see the carrying handle on the Bren. Just the details, absolutely phenomenal in this scale. Really well done. So the guys at Anschluss can be heartily congratulated for the stuff they're producing. If it keeps to this quality, I'm very impressed. So there we are, folks. Brilliant weekend. Yeah. If another one comes up, you definitely want to try and get your name down for it. It's absolutely tip top. Once again, thanks very much to Peter Heath and all the guys. Bunny, who was our umpire. Loads of other guys involved. Their names escape us at the moment. But big thank you to all of them for organising it. It was really well done. Oh, I had a barbecue on the Saturday night as well, which was really good. So definitely worth having a look at. And that's about it really, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the links are in the description, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time, folks.